This is the lobby of my crib, actually. But yeah, come take a seat.
So Felipe, how does your film Unaware challenge or use conventions?
Well, we used and challenged conventions in this film of the typical mystery/thriller genres, and we used the similar music that the normal mystery genre film uses, which is suspenseful music, and we also used thriller music, like fast-paced action music, which is normally used in thrillers, to create like high emotions. So I'll play both of those now.
Does your film use any movements or angles that help display that it's a mystery thriller as well?
Yeah, we incorporated a lot of high and low angles to show superiority to the antagonist in the film, which is typical in mystery genres because the antagonist sort of has the upper hand on the rest of the protagonist trying to figure out what the problem is in the movie or solve the mystery. And the tracking shots of the antagonist chasing the protagonist in the movie are more typical in thriller movies because it was really fast paced. It was running down the hallway and we were tracking, and it was a singular shot of just tracking them. So it kind of made the high intensity emotion feel more present.
Yo, show me around your crib, man.
All right, I got you, but we gotta go get the mail first.
Felipe, how does your project represent social groups?
Well, I think my project also represents a social issue in terms of crime and unexpected crime, because in my film, the protagonist just got into a bad situation where he ran into someone who was involved with this crime, and he ended up having to take care of this briefcase that was we still don't know what was wrong with it, but there was something that someone wanted out of the briefcase, and it got the protagonist into a bad situation that he could have avoided just by like not running into this person. And it shows that people involved in crime can very badly affect ordinary people, so we wanted to like try to raise awareness of what you can do in those situations.
Awesome. Nice. So Felipe, where are we going now?
Right now we're going to the club.
So Felipe, how does your movie engage with audiences?
How does my movie engage with audiences?
Yeah.
It engages with those who are interested in mystery genre films and films that are with hints of thriller, because we have a storyline that's all based around this mysterious briefcase that is found from another man that has just collapsed on the street for no reason. So it kind of instantly intrigues the viewer to want to know like what this briefcase is and like the story behind it.
Yo, show me around the club a little more, man. This place is sick.
All right, come this way. So here we have the view to the pool
Awesome.
and more seating. There's also more seating back here, which I'll show you in a second.
Felipe, how would it be distributed?
It would most likely be distributed through video sharing platforms like YouTube or Vimeo, things like that. I wouldn't necessarily say social media such as like Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter, because the film is relatively long for the videos that are typically on those platforms, and it would be shared through YouTube or Vimeo or any video sharing platform like that, because that's where most people would want to look for stuff like that, and it would be it would target the audience that I want to target more on YouTube and Vimeo. So yeah, that's where.
All right. Nice. Awesome. So Felipe, how would you promote your production throughout social media?
I would most likely promote it through self-promotion and my directors and actors' social media accounts. I can ask them to repost my original posts, whether it's on YouTube, or maybe if I do end up using a social media, I can have them repost on that social media to, you know, get more people to watch it and maybe have those people spread it even more. and that would make it really like skyrocket in terms of viewership. So yeah, and this is the pool table area. It's a nice place to chill and hang out. So yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Cool. Yo, good game, man. That was fun. Can you show me the pool?
Yeah, the pool is this way. So follow me.
So Felipe, I was wondering, how did your production skills develop throughout this production?
Well, I would honestly say in my last project, my production skills developed the most, and that this time around they weren't developed as much, but I do think that I sharpened them. Like as an example, in my last project, I was still fairly new to filming, producing, editing, all that stuff. So this time around it was a lot easier for me, and it wasn't a lot of new learning. It was more so sharpening and like enhancing what I was doing originally. So as an example, when I was editing, it was easy. I just was using a more advanced software so that the edits looked better. So it was just trying to make sure that it was high quality instead of just making sure that I'm doing the right thing. So, and when it came to my acting, last project I worked on my facial expressions. Here, we can go to the hot tub. I was working on my facial expressions, but this time I was just working on making sure I had the right tone of voice and the right octave of pitch so that I was loud enough for the camera to hear me loud and clear. So it just all came down to just me trying to enhance and more than develop my skills, because I already developed the skills in the last project. So yeah.
What about in the planning process?
In the planning process, I was a lot more familiar with scheduling, and scheduling was a lot easier because I had better communication skills with my group mates because I've been working with them for so long. And yeah, so that was a lot easier this time around.
So tell me what it's like to direct multiple people at once.
Well, it's not an easy task because you do have to make sure that you're incorporating everybody into the project and everybody into the right spots in your film. So the timing is something that comes with time, because you kind of figure out, like, you get a feel for when you're gonna let which actor, get into the film, let which actor say certain lines, and the dialogue between the protagonist, antagonist, and all that stuff. So yeah.
How do you feel it was acting and directing in the same film?
I think it was fun. I don't think it was difficult at all because I had already acted and directed from the previous projects. So it wasn't new to me, but it wasn't exactly like old to me. So I did have to make some adjustments. Like it was really hard to act and then switch, or it was really hard to be director and then switch into like an acting mode. Mm-hmm. But once I got past a couple scenes, it was kind of old, so it was like easier for me.
Nice.
So overall, it was pretty easy.
Yo, you really got the cream of the crop whips. These are busting, bro.
Yeah, I got a lot of money from my last project. It's I just got those cars in. I just got this fitness center, so I'm gonna show you around. I do have guests that come to this building and use the fitness center. As you can see in a second, there are plenty of machines, dumbbells, there's drinks. So
Yo, you could get me one?
Yeah, sure. You just gotta choose one. I'll get it for you.
Bro, these drinks are trash.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like the drink supply is really like low right now. Like shipments are coming in very slow.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
But we'll keep it going.
So, how do you feel you've integrated technology throughout this project?
In this project, I used lots of technology. Without technology, this project would not have been possible at all. Hold on, quick break. There are also mint towels that are cooled for when you're really hot. But yeah. So
Complimentary?
I'm sorry, what?
Complimentary?
Yeah, complimentary. As everything is here. Water, complimentary. So yeah.
Whoa, free water?
Yep. So as you were saying, I integrated plenty of technologies. For example, I used an Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max for recording. They have cinematic cameras, and that's really good for filming.
Yeah, of course.
and I used my laptop, the standard HP laptop, to edit, but I used the editing software that I downloaded onto it. So when I used that software, I was new to it, but I used it really well to make sure all my edits were clean and crisp rather than using an iMovie like I did for the last project. Also, I used Google, like a web browser, to blog my progress and all that thing and all that stuff, and also just to look up things that I could use, props that I could use and buy for the filming process. And I used my phone to like text. It was to text my friends to coordinate all the plans, you know, all that stuff. So it was just a really fun process to use all that technology.
How did you upload and export using the technology you had?
I took the video, once I finished using the editing software to put all the clips together and add all my edits, I downloaded it to my computer as an MP4 file. And once I downloaded it, then I exported it through email so that I could access it on other platforms, whether it's my phone, my computers at school, all that stuff. So also so I could give it to my friends so that they could rewatch it, they could give me feedback, and they gave me feedback through email, you know, and messages. So technology was just used all around during this project. There wasn't one moment that we didn't use technology.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for the interview.
Yep.
Nice. Awesome.